Hello there, Star Wars fans. Have you heard the latest from Timothy Zahn at Dragon Con? Well, I have some interesting news and a different type of speculation for you today, but first I want to say I'm Mike and welcome you back to Star Wars Speculation, where we love the anticipation and speculation that leads up to Star Wars releases. So hit that subscribe button and join our community today. So Timothy Zahn has been out and about promoting his new book, Thrawn Alliances, and he was part of a couple panels over the weekend at Dragon Con in Atlanta. And during this panel, he was quoted by several individuals on Twitter saying he'd love to write a book about Ezra and Thrawn after Star Wars Rebels Season 4. This, of course, we already knew. I mean, what author wouldn't want to take a crack at that story? But where things get interesting is when you also listen to a recent book signing Q&A with Timothy Zahn in Dallas. He told the audience there he would, of course, love to write more Thrawn novels, but we are being held up by Lucasfilm. We don't know what is being planned for the era I want to write in. We don't know what Dave Filoni is doing, or if Episode 9 might reference something that would completely destroy what I'm planning to do. I am hoping I will get a meeting with Dave Filoni sometime in the next couple of months and we can sit down and hammer out some things. I don't know if he's got ideas or if he just doesn't want to give this spot up yet while he works on other projects. I know Filoni is very busy with something else. So hopefully sometime in the next couple months we can make a deal for a couple more books. Until then we are just hanging fire until they come up with their plans so we can come up with ours. End quote. And thank you to the Starships, Sabers, and Scoundrels podcast for publishing this interview. But something even more interesting is that Dave Filoni has been quoted 2 different times suggesting that he knows what is happening with the characters after Star Wars Rebels Season 4. During an IGN interview, he suggested he had a rough idea of what happens so that he can tell creatives like Timothy Zahn where and what the characters are up to. He also mentions on the Blu-ray commentary that he does know what happens to Thrawn and Ezra after the jump to hyperspace with the Purrgil. Add to this also the fact that Dave Filoni is on record saying that it would be very difficult for him to let other people write about his Rebels characters, and we can come to a couple assumptions. 1. Dave Filoni knows what's happening to Thrawn and Ezra after Star Wars Rebels and will very likely be exploring that in a future animation show. And 2, we won't be getting another Thrawn novel anytime soon because Filoni will want to fully develop his story before giving Timothy Zahn the green light to develop his 3rd Thrawn book. So some happy news in the fact that it really does look like Dave Filoni will be developing an animation show detailing what happened to those characters after Season 4, and some sad news in the fact that we may not be getting a Thrawn novel again anytime soon. And remember, I'm using the word news here pretty loosely. This is really just all speculation. But what exactly do you think about my speculation? Are we getting a Star Wars animation show that will reveal Thrawn and Ezra in their future together? Do you have any more support for or against this speculation? Let me know in the comments below, and may the Force be with you.